Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
येषां तु अन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्तं भजन्ते मां दृढव्रतः. It's a very famous shloka from Bhagavad Gita. I'll just read the translation. Persons who acted piously in previous life and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of the delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. So here it is something very important point. That platform of piety is needed to enter into devotional service. Te dvanda moha nirmukta. Prabhupada says something very nicely. He says, suppose you have something very bad in your hand, something useless. You are cleaning the room, some garbage is there. And I want to give you some prasadam, something wonderful. You have to throw the garbage first to accept. So if you are not able to throw, you cannot accept good. So Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, what does it say? Sarvadharmana parityaja. What do you, all kind of kaita dharma, you reject. All kind of so-called, what is the dharma basically? What is the meaning of dharma? Dharma means duty. So many kind of duties we have imagined in this world. Unless we give them up, we cannot take to devotion service of the Lord. Sarvadharmana parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Then Krishna's service starts. Just like Arjuna also, you see, why he was not able to fight? Because his disease was, Prabhupada says, swajana, my own men. How can I fight with my own men? Prabhupada says, problem is own men. Therefore he could not proceed with the war. He was stuck. You know, just like in North India में क्या बोलते हैं? ये मेरा आदमी है. बोलते हैं ना, इसका जॉब दे दो, ये मेरा आदमी है. ये own man is a disease actually. ठीक है? This is a disease. So antagatam papam, this is basically how do we come to the platform of pure devotional service. So first thing is that antagatam papam, you have to give up sinful activities. One time Prabhupada says very nicely, he says, if you cannot give up sinful activities, where is your love for Krishna? You have to show your love, no? भगवान को स्नेह दिखाना है, प्यार दिखाना है, कैसे दिखाओगे? पहले पाप तो बंद करो, है ना? भगवान से बहुत प्रेम है और उसके बाद दारू पी रहा है, बहुत प्रेम है भगवान से. क्या प्रेम है? They say obedience is first principle of love. Correct? Krishna is not in your same platform with the Supreme Personality. Just like at home, the parents say to the child, you do your homework. Yes, Mama, I love you. And he doesn't do homework. Now, that doesn't make a sense. If you love, you should obey. Correct? Parents are also on the platform of authority. So similarly, love means obedience. Other love is just natak. There is no real love. That is called as Dandavat disciple. बहुत खुशी से लोग नमस्कार कर देते हैं बड़ा बड़ा, बट दे विल नॉट ओबे. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? दंडवत डिसाइपल. जैसे आचार्य आए, हाँ गुरुदेव, बिल्कुल पूरा नमस्कार. उसके बाद बोले नाम जप करो, दैट नहीं होता. सो देयरफॉर व्हाट इज नीडेड, फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल वी सी दैट वी आर ओबेइंग. Therefore, Prabhupada in the purport talks about Mahat Seva Dwaram Ahu Mukte Tamo Dwaram Yoshitam Sangi Sangam. If we associate with the pure devotees, then definitely we discuss the 6 transactions. There is some instruction. And when you obey that instruction, what happens to you? Your life, door of Vaikuntha opens. Just like we heard the example of Dhruva Maharaj, he obeyed what Narad Muni told. And very soon he saw Narayana face to face. Mahat Seva Dwaram Ahu Vimukte. If you serve the great Acharya, the service can be done in 2 ways, Vapu and Vani. You understand? Vapu means physical service. You go, can I give you something to eat? Can I give you a garland? This is a physical service. Take care. And there is Vani Seva, which is more important. What is Vani Seva? Following the instructions. So Mahat Seva, if you want to reach Vaikuntha, Mahat Seva means to follow their instruction. Just like when you read Nectar of Devotion or Nectar of Instruction, you are getting association of Rupa Goswami. If you follow his instruction, what is the instruction? Vacho Vegam Manasa Krodha Vegam Jiva. When you follow that, what happens? You get mercy of Rupa Goswami. You're trying to follow. Krishna also says, oh, so nice. This person is trying. True, we don't follow the Purvacharyas directly. We are following through the mercy of Prabhupada. But still, we are getting the mercy. True or not? You're trying to follow. So Mahat Seva, when you do Mahat Seva, your spiritual life will flourish. Okay, principle is that understood or not? And how do you Mahat Seva? You can do grossly, but that may not be possible, practically speaking. If you look reality, may not be possible. And what is more important always among to the is Vani Seva. Just like we know the example of that hunter. The hunter got instruction from Narada to sit down and chant Hare Krishna mantra. So he sit down and sincerely followed. And by Narada Muni's blessings, he was maintained. So many people came to give him fruits and all. But Narada came, real gratitude was there. Therefore, actually, our relationship to the Acharya, as Prabhupada says, real. It is not a formality. It's real. You understand real relationship? It's totally real. Heart to heart, it's a real relationship. So this point is very important, that we have to engage in Mahaseva. Mahan. Mahat means Mahan. Correct? From that, why you think word Mahan comes? If you serve the Mahat, you go to the doors to Vaikuntha are open. Okay? And I think the reason I see ISKCON flourish proper time, they really serve Prabhupada with love. Unimaginable. Mahat Seva, Dwarama. They became empowered. Prabhupada says, without hesitation and reservation, we should serve Mahat. True? And it is natural. Actually, it is very natural. When you see a great man, naturally you surrender. It's our nature. It's our nature, actually. Therefore, we see that some chief minister won election recently, and in material way they regard the chief minister as great, that in Tamil Nadu. And I saw they were coming to meet. Everybody is paying like you come to Krishna, because she is giving them. She's the only, I think, face of the whole party. Because of her, whatever they are, it's because of her. They were paying down all obeisances, same thing, paying gifts and full obeisances. And just like in Tirupati it happened, no? You show away people, they're pushing people away. Because so many, go, So Mahat Seva, in different way they do. But they do not know what is Mahat. We have that kind of urge to totally surrender. If you are intelligent, you will put it on the Mahat, and your life will be successful. Otherwise, you will go to serve Tama. Tamo Dwaram, Yoshitam, Sangi Sangam. The same way you serve. You have the tendency to totally surrender to somebody, actually, to utilize somebody. If you are fortunate, just like we, in every class we glorify Srila Prabhupada, because you know he is Mahat, Mahan. Who has in the history of India done this? Taken Bhagavad Gita and spread it so, enthusiastically to every part of the world. We have not done. It's a real-time hero which we can see nearby, and we glorify him. Correct? Every class we glorify. No problem. Mahaseva. It says, when you glorify a pure devotee, it's very, very, very pleasing to Krishna. And somebody asked Prabhupada this question. Prabhupada, it's a general custom to pay you obeisance whenever we see you, because you are the acharya of the movement. But sometimes we are not so advanced. Prabhupada said, doesn't matter. You pay obeisances continuously, and slowly you will advance. You understand? He can say like that. It's an acharya. No, do it. What is there in it? Anyway, in Indian culture, paying obeisance is not a very big thing. In a Western culture, it is very common. We go for marriages and all. Mother will say, jitne elders हैं line में बैठे हैं, सबके जाके पैर छू दे. We are part of our mental training. It's not very big thing for us. In the Western culture, it was shocking. When what happens, the devotees' marriages were there, so they called their parents. So Prabhupada said, call your parents. Prabhupada himself married his first disciples. So then when they called the parents, Prabhupada says, go and pay the obeisance. Prabhupada, they're not devotees. So Prabhupada says, no. From a bad seed, a good fruit cannot come out. Something is there in your parents, so you became a devotee. You anyway call them. So call the parents in the front of the whole, big crowd. And they said, now pay obeisance to them. Parents were shocked because in their culture, this is like surprise, Somebody coming to the floor and paying obeisance, they can't believe. In fact, I was reading, some devotees in the book distribution also did that. I was hearing one lady, first time she bought a book was somebody somebody knocked on the door. She opened the door, he was lying flat on the ground, and he opened the door. He said, what do you want? Please buy one book. I said, okay, take. Devotees did anything. Take care. Oh, they were in, tremendous enthusiasm. Anything they will do. So Mahaseva actually makes you very, very virtuous, and you get accepted by Krishna. And the pure devotee is that actually we gives you all the credits. Otherwise, you see why Prabhupada the purport talks about taking shelter of pure devotees. Zesham to antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. ये कैटेगरी आपका कलयुग में कोई नहीं मिलेगा जो पूरा लाइफ प्योर, एक पाप नहीं किया उसने, पूरा प्योर, वो कृष्ण भक्ति को लेगा. करेक्ट? दैट इज द श्लोका इज सेइंग. येषाम तु अंतगतम पापम. Life is totally pure. He can take to pure devotion service. तो हो गया. Totally disqualified. और Prabhupada जी ने movement तो अमेरिका में launch किया. There is not a chance for this movement to start because अंतगतम पापम वो तो there was one devotee. He is very big devotee now. He is Anuttama Prabhu. He is in charge of ISKCON. Communication. Okay? He communicates to the rest of the world official. If anything, somebody asks official answer for ISKCON, he will give. He will go and communicate to media or whichever way. So what happened? He told very nice. When he came first to the temple, he asked the devotees, what do you do? He asked the devotees, how is your life? He said, no, we don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't do this, we don't eat meat, we don't gamble. So he asked straight on the face, then what do you do? Then what remains to be done? If you say no, then nothing remains to be done. It was so surprising, actually. It was very, very surprising. So imagine in that community, and in the large portion of the devotees in the beginning in ISKCON came from hippie community. True, it's not that when they joined ISKCON, we allowed them to break any principle, but they came from that background. They were trained for some time and then they were made into disciples. So what Antagatam Papam? They were doing every Papam which is, imagine, free. They were on roads. They were like animals lying on the street, smoking, drinking, doing everything on the street. Very obnoxious life, like animals. They became devotees. So how this shloka will follow that? So therefore, you see, very interestingly, Prabhupada puts in the purport something seemingly doesn't feel part of the shloka. It says you approach a pure devotee. In fact, somebody asked Prabhupada this question. Not only this, there is one more shloka which says that if you have not done all the tirthas, who knows the shloka? Jivagre namatubhyam aho bato sapacho api garyan ya jivage vartate namatubhyam tepas tapas nu sushnu arya brahmanu churu nam grinhamti yete. Okay, I've forgotten one or two words, so pardon me. It says, this man is so glorious, he's chanting the holy name of the Lord in his tongue. Aho batos pachepi gariyan yajivagre vartate nama tubhyam. The name of the Lord is in the tip of his tongue. This man is so glorious. Why is so glorious? He must have done all the tapasya. Because it's not easy to do it. It's not easy to chant the name. He must have done all the tapasyas. He must have gone to all the tirthas. He must have done all the homas. He must have studied all the Vedic literature because he is doing such a glorious activity. Correct? Therefore, many people are told to chant, they can't chant because this is the Purasharya. This is all a person has to do to come to this glorious position. Same thing is being saying here. Dhadavrata. So to sit down and say Hare Krishna, to tell people they can't chant. They can't chant because Papa is not over. So many Papa desire is there. They can't sit and concentrate and chant. Correct? We see that. Why? Because Antagata Papa is not there. They're still not ready to throw. Then how will they concentrate and chant? So Krishna, if you want Krishna, you have to be ready to give up your bad habits. In fact, another name of Krishna is Hari. Hari means it comes and takes away all your dirt, but you don't want. So this is very surprising. The devotees ask Prabhupada this question, that all this tapas, all the yagnas, this kind of credit we didn't have. So how did we take to devotion service? You got this point? सारे तीर्थ हो गए, वहाँ तो तीर्थ ही नहीं है. ठीक है. देन सारे शास्त्र पढ़ लिए, शास्त्र का नाम तक मालूम नहीं है. एटलीस्ट इंडिया में नाम तो मालूम, पढ़ते नहीं है, वो तो डिफरेंट चीज़ है. गीता, भागवत, 4 वेद, कुछ उपनिषद का नाम तो कोई भी बता देगा आपको. एटलीस्ट नाम तो मालूम है. चलो, उधर तो नाम तक मालूम नहीं है क्या होता है. दे डोंट नो एनीथिंग. And they said that going to holy places, even if you are not taken directly to Krishna consciousness, suppose, going to holy place happens. हर घर में तीर्थ में जाते हैं कभी कभी, इधर उधर कुंड में नहा लिया, ये सब तो होता ही है. और कुछ यज्ञ पूजा तो इधर उधर होता रहता है. कभी कभी फैमिलीज ले जाके बैठा देते हैं मंदिर में, and we see some abhisheka going on, something going on. So at least some things are going on. Then nothing is there. So how is it that हम लोग ऐसे ये नहीं सन्यासी बन गए विश्व भर में नाम प्रचार कर रहे हैं? What happened? How is that we started chanting itself? Who gave us this credit? Prabhupada said, I gave you. Why? Mahat Seva Dwaram Ahu Vimukte. Mahat Seva is so powerful. Antagatam Papam bhi nahi hai, kuch bhi nahi hai, kuch bhi nahi hai. Is Prabhupada says in one very interesting purport at the end of the book. He says, by the mercy of the Acharya, even if you are not following regulated principles, you can advance. But true, that is called Kripa Siddhi. Kripa Siddhi means that is extraordinary. Even if you are no one, just by His mercy. And then Prabhupada writes next line, regulated principles will become very easy to follow if you are Sarda Mahat. But previous line he says that by the mercy of Acharya, any conditioned person can be delivered. He is so powerful. He has the power of attorney to deliver anybody. He derives a power of attorney from Krishna. So Acharya's position is very, very extraordinary. I explained to you, he is a link to Krishna. He has extraordinary power of attorney to deliver anybody. Okay? It's in a very, very unique position. So, if somehow Prabhupada is pleased, even though you may not have the credit of Antagatam Papam, you will get it. Even though you didn't have credit of reading the Shastras, of doing Yagnas, or Homas, or Tirtha, everything you can get. Okay? So this is what, actually you may say, I am chanting the holy name, but who reveals the holy name? He reveals the holy name to you. You may say, independent of the Acharya, I can get mercy of holy name. How come? Who revealed the holy name to you? So actually, we cannot be independent of the Acharya. Acharya's mercy is very, very important in spiritual life. So then, Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. Okay? We have given up all our sinful activities. It's very important if you want to advance the spiritual life. We have to stop this. If you do not stop this, what happens? What is the example given? Anchor. You know the anchor of the boat? You try to row the boat, but the boat will not move if the anchor is there. We have so many stories told of that. Okay? You understand this point. So spiritual life will not move unless you give up the sinful activity. Jananam punya karmanam. Whole life should be pure. Punya also can be classified. Bhaktivinoda Thakur classifies into 3 ways. And there are punya activities. Sometimes punya is also called for devotional activities. Because there is one more place in the Bhagavatam, it comes this punya word. When the Gopas are playing with Krishna, who knows the shloka? These boys are so fortunate. Krita punya pumjaha. How much punya they must have done. Same personality on which all the devatas are always worshipping. Same personality which yogis are trying to meditate in the heart. Okay? Same personality, whose toenail, tip of the toenails, the yogis are trying to meditate. The same personality they're playing with them. Correct? Who is the creator of unlimited? How much punya they must have done. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains very nicely there. It says punya is a general term. It can be classified as, it gives rise to what? So there is, you know that? There are three ways he analyzes, divides into three kinds of punyas. But there's the punya which leads to something called karma, the punya which leads to jnana, the punya which leads to bhakti. So this is the punya being referred which leads to bhakti. It's a general term. Punya means pious, good activity. But good activity will lead to bhakti. Because just by doing punya, you will not get Krishna. Just by doing punya, you will not get Krishna. So, yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmana. Okay? Another way we can take life is pure. Even if punya you take the general known meaning in the society, the punya means a good activity. Yes, that is also a way, because that will create a platform. Te dvanda moha nirmukta. They become free from all the dualities. Dualities means they become free from the looking at this world with the spirit of enjoyment. Then only the duality comes. This is handsome, this is ugly. This is beautiful, this is ugly. This is tasty, this is not tasty. Correct? Because you're looking to enjoy. Understand? Sometimes we get prasadam, very old for some place, still we honor. May not be very tasty, doesn't matter. Dvanda moha nirmukta. But when you look in the world with the spirit of enjoyment, that something is pleasing and something is displeasing. Prahlad Maharaj says, no, all trouble in the world is to meet what is displeasing and to be taken away from what is pleasing. आपको गुलाब जामुन खाने का मन कर रहा है, को खींच के ले गया. ठीक है? So like that you become very displeased. Something you like is taken away from you, and something you don't like Karela, something you don't like some item, you put on your plate. That is displeasing, is forced upon you. And then he says the remedial measures which we take to solve this problem creates more problem than the problem itself. So therefore he says, I surrender to Krishna. So dvanda moha means you become free from this duality. Now sometimes some people, when you're doing devotion service, actually dhravarta, you cannot do devotion service if you're not dvanda moha nirmukta. How can you do? You're offering arti to the Lord. It's so hot now. Oh boy, I'm getting sweat now. How will you do? Dhridavrata, how will you do? If small thing disturb your head, how will you serve Krishna then? In fact, that is known as a mark of a strong devotee. Small disturbances, physical or mental, do not disturb his devotion service. Correct? Obvious or not? Little inconvenience, everything is dropped. As a neophyte devotee, little inconvenience, they drop the devotion service. No. Dhridavrata means, if he is Dhridavrata, how do you will see Dhridavrata? Because it's Dvanda Moha Nirmukta. आजकल थोड़ा बहुत पसीना आ रहा है, नहीं हो सकता. आज जम्मा मन नहीं कर रहा मेरा. यार वो आदमी क्या बोल दिया है? Full head is my disturb. He is not Dvanda Moha Nirmukta. Man, Apman. That is also Dvanda. These all Dvandas exist in this world. In the spiritual world, there is no Dvanda. It is absolute world. Another Dvanda. You understand? Spiritual world, there is no Dvanda. Everything is beautiful. There is nothing ugly there. And temperature is always pleasant. There is no hot and cold there. What way you can be? And a relationship is always sweet. There is no kind of Dvanda there. There is only one. Srila Prabhupada ki. Bhagavad Gita ki.